Well, well, well. Look who it is. It's us, and we're back for another riveting episode. Are you ready? I'm ready. I just hope they're ready. Hello, greetings, welcome in. Methinks, methinks, we're gonna just hop right into it. I'm gonna round them up, let them finish, any discussions, and then we're gonna get our heads in the game. So, yeah. Hello. Hi, how are you? Have a seat. Enjoy. We'll be starting in a minute. Who would like to do a recap?
Yeah, I'd love to hear what happened last week.
The horrors. That's only a slight joke. So, it's been a while since I've done one. I'll go ahead and give it a shot.
Good.
If anyone else remembers things that I have forgotten, please let me know.
Please jump in. Yes, I want to hear what happened.
So as Sorry might recall, we were actually in this weird town. I think it was called Mise.
When when I left off, Veldrin, I think it was Veldrin, went into the building and went on ahead into some room and triggered something, and we left out. Like we were all out by the well, but then Veldrin
Oh,
went into
that
this
was Opal that
building
did
right.
that.
It was
Oh, it was
Opal.
Opal. Opal went into that building right off this main square there and went a little too far and triggered something, and that's where we left off 2 weeks ago.
Correct. We are in the town of Mize, and we are exploring this like haunted town. Psionically haunted. Very strange, serious business here. What could go wrong? We, of course, go into like try and investigate with Opal because like obviously the door closes behind her against her will? Question mark? Question mark? Very curious. Except we try to open the door and it is locked. Not good, not good. We try and open the door. Try it, fail. Try again, fail again. Try again. Finally get the door open. And behind Opal is a psionic horror, like a big scary shadow. And it's like,
A
standing right behind
shadow?
her. Yeah, some sort of monster. We don't know in character what it is. I don't know out of character what it is either. It's
But it was like a
ghostly.
shadow, like it wasn't corporeal, it was like a shadow?
I
Didn't
mean,
we
we were able to
determine
hit it.
that this is Marn? This is a manifestation of Marn?
Oh,
Oh, did
wow.
we?
That's what I thought. It was like a half face, right? Some sort of skeleton and half other abhorrent thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Well,
Oh,
that's a big
when it hit
thing.
Zedrin, maybe it like haunted him like that. I don't know. It was very hard to fight. Let's just say it like that. It was corporeal. Number one, we could stab it.
Okay.
However, as we got close to finishing it off, the damn thing fucking up and vanished. Very rude of it, might I say. We should have done the tried and true technique of making sure that all of us are surrounding it so that it is surrounded by enemy squares and cannot move. Classic.
Oh.
But we didn't do that because the thing slapped hard. Opal got hurt, Zed got hurt. Didn't Vel, weren't you hit? Or am I misremembering?
He was not. At the end of the session, it did manifest behind him.
Correct. So we can't figure out where the fucker went. Unfortunate. So combat ended, and we were left to explore the building. It seemed to be some sort of bar or former inn. As soon as we step inside, the candles are lit and the food is out, and there is beer still sitting out on the counter.
Oh,
But no one's
wow.
there. It is a creepy haunted building. Niavara is still thirsting for blood and is trying to make the damn thing appear. We go into, was it Kozik or it was Niavara? It was Niavara. Niavara went into a side room, got locked in it.
What do you mean craving blood?
Jokingly, like
Okay.
wanting to finish the damn thing.
Oh, okay. That kind of bloodlust. Gotcha.
And before Niavara becomes a vampire. No. Wanting to finish the battle, feeling a little cut off. Blue-balled, one might say.
Yes.
So she's searching the side building. Zedrin and Kozik see that there is drink out and are like, oh my god, let's have a beer. A great thing to do in a weird haunted building.
Right.
Sample the alcohol. What could go wrong? What could go wrong is that the damn thing appears behind Niavara. Niavara has to make a will save. She succeeds. As soon as she looked at it, if I remember correctly. Opal and her fight it briefly. It disappears again. Whee! Kozik and Zedrin return to go drink. Neovar discovers a staircase to a basement. Considering that the psionic power is downstairs, underground, one might say. She has a running theory that if we go into basement, we find where the psionic power is coming from. Right?
Yeah.
Because detect magic says that it has to be within 30 feet. Right? And if she's feeling the emanation, right, it can't be that far underground.
Right.
So basement territory. Zedrin and Kozik enjoy themselves having a drink. What were you guys talking about at the bar? I seem to forget.
I don't remember. Good drink, I guess.
Yeah, I think we were just having a drink, and it was kind of like one of those things that we had just started having our drinks, and then Niavara was like, "Hey, there's stairs leading down to the basement over here. We need to check it out." And so I just pictured like Kozik just kind of like dumps this beer. He's got like beer running in his beard and stuff like that, and then Zed's just trying to finish his his booze. He found some really nice bottle of something, and so they're both just kind of like walking away from the table, trying to finish their drinks as fast as possible. Just kind of still go in the same direction. So it was a quick little slam and jam.
Jam and
I
jam.
see.
And then
We all walk downstairs, right? Didn't the ghost appear behind Kozik as we were walking away though?
Yeah, when we were at the bar, the entity made an appearance kind of behind us like a comedic ghost, but then it disappeared.
Didn't you have to make a will save?
I'm sure I passed it. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
what's a will save?
Wisdom save.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Might be conflating it. More or less, does your character? I don't know like the universe term for it.
I feel like it used to be called a will save officially.
Like your willpower, your
Yeah.
ability to have like mentally stand forth
To
against it.
resist.
But
We
you
also
used your
just
wisdom save for that?
no, it's just conflating two different things. There's a game that I GM that has willpower as a
Oh, but I
stat.
also that's also how it is in a lot of games, though, is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. It used to be
Yeah,
called
but
a will save throw,
saving
but
throw, but we don't have that for saving throws.
they simplified it by saying so like a Constitution save used to be called a Fortitude save.
Okay.
They're the same thing, but older players might conflate them still.
And so a will save is the same as a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so you're walking down the stairs.
It opens up into like a weird cave system, a suspiciously familiar one. Not good, not good, not good.
Oh.
Veldrin, myself, and Chaw, or not Chaw, he's not here. L.
Yeah. Wah.
Chaw, or Vel, myself, Kozik, and Zedrin would all recognize this cave that we're currently in. It was actually one of the caves that we encountered in the Underdark. As we were like running to
Oh.
escape, right?
Yeah, familiar.
In this cave before we had seen, a big glowing object in the bottom. We had all discovered that none of us know how to swim. Not very good. And like Zedrin, you're a pirate. Hello. However,
needs
this
to stand?
time, Veldrin is a druid. Druids have water breathing. We all can breathe water, and so we walked into the pool.
Oh, wait, he can make it so everybody can breathe?
Correct.
Wow.
Shout out Veldrin.
Shout out to
Shout out.
Veldrin.
Shout out druids. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all started going into the water. I believe the order in operations was Zedrin, Kozik, and Opal went in. Niavara dived in from the other side in case like it was one of those tricks where like no matter how far you swam, it kept getting further away from you.
Oh, geez.
And Veldrin went in last. The ghost appeared behind him, but you know what? Vel was like, not today, and went into the water.
So it was like a pool of water somewhere in the cave?
Like a big, deep, let's say like cave lake.
Yes, okay.
So we don't know how deep it actually is. All we know is that last time we were in this similar area, Zedrin and Kozik nearly drowned.
Oh, great.
But it can't happen because we all can breathe water.
Oh, yeah, right. That's very cool.
And then game paused because on the ominous sentence of will we actually be coming back here? We don't know yet. And the GM messaged us in the middle of the week. So like, hey, theoretically, what is your character's worst fear?
Oh, geez.
Smiley face. This has nothing to do with like upcoming plans. Pinky promise.
Oh, no, not at all. No, no, no.
Which I
That
still
is
need to get sorries.
that is player assumption, of course. I think that's it. Unless I forgot something about conversations held with Zedrin and Opal.
Hmm. I'm not recalling anything. Are you, Zedrin?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, what were you actually seeing in the water, Zed? Because you actually saw something in the water before session end.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Rats. There's something in it.
like a
TM.
creature?
So there was initially something when we first the cave that this is like oddly representing or like a replication of is like Niavar was saying is a cave that we came across in the Underdark, but when we first came across it there was this like weird almost pearl of light that was deep down and it seemed like it was just kind of like sinking away, so we tried to swim at it and I think we were wondering if that same light was here this time, and I remember it that it wasn't there, if I'm recalling correctly. So I don't know what was in the water, but we were swimming. I thought we were swimming. I know at first we
I
all
think we're
jumped in,
swimming
but then
toward where the light was the last time we
yeah,
encountered it.
Oh yeah. And back in time, way back, this was our first encounter with the tentacle monster.
Oh,
mhm.
wow, really? In the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this
So
time you
this
don't see, do you see this pearl of light this time, or was that from last time?
I think
if I'm
no
if
one
I
saw
recall,
it this time.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
and basically it was like I think it was Zed that ended up getting to it the first time, and he reached out and just touched it, like tried to grab this thing, and as soon as he made contact with it, this like amalgam of tentacles just shot out and smacked him and like wrapped him up, and everyone had to go down and try and save him.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and so we were kind of assuming, I guess, that, or Zed is, that this is very similar and it's got to have something to do with that. We now know that these things have some sort of tie with other planes of existence and uh, ties with psychic entities. So, yeah, this all could just be us imagining something, or for whatever reason, we're back where it all started.
I mean, that's a huge deal that the first time you saw that tentacle monster, it was like this ball of light in the bottom of the water that you touched and it came out of it. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
We hatched it.
It's our fault. We unleashed the horrors.
Then it's like, where are the other ones coming from? Okay. Wow. Okay. And then but that's from last time, but thanks for the backstory.
Zed, do you recall the reason you were swimming towards this orb? A particular individual?
Um, oh, yes. So, I don't know if it was Zed, if Zed saw it or heard it, but at the very, very end of the session, thank you. Very, very end of the session, Zed used all of his action economy to go as fast as he could toward this thing, that toward like this light. It's not the same light as it was before, but Zed either saw or heard Marn, like either at this point or through this point. And I don't remember the exact details of how all that became, but he had this immediate sort of realization that that's how to get to Marn, or at least that's what he thought. So he used his bonus action to dash. He used his action to or he yeah. He used basically all of his action economy to to go as fast as he could. So he's probably pretty far ahead of everybody. Um or moving in that direction. He just went full Michael Phelps.
So, who's Marn?
Um yeah, good question. Marn is like has been this big bad guy, this overarching sort of menace, specifically almost picking on Zed. It's like we've all had these weird dreams, and every time we all have a weird dream, Zed always has to do with Marn in some way, and it's like Marn's either actually physically torturing him. There was one point when Kozik and Zed were both like experiencing this vision that didn't feel like a vision. We were like transported somewhere, and it was like a torture chamber, and we were both like tied up in the corner of a room, and it was Marn in the room, like laughing and preparing tools and whatnot. And Marn walked away. Kozik and Zed escaped, and yeah, Marn has just been kind of this entity that's been not necessarily behind everything, but uh, at one point we heard, I think it was in a dream or a vision or something, but like Marn is after Zed because apparently Zed stole something, and there's a lot of allusions to what that might be, but Zed doesn't even know who this cloaked figure is. He just kind of knows that they were after his crew for a while, and now he's lost his crew, and this Marn is like after him, I guess. So Zed's not necessarily running from Marn.
Did
He's
Marn kill his crew?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what happened to your crew? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of like question marks surrounding Zed and backstory and stuff like that. But he's almost to the point where he's decided that he's not trying to run away anymore. And so now if he has an opportunity to go face Marn, he's not going to shy away from it, even though Marn is seemingly very powerful. um so yeah, a bit of hasty, possibly reckless actions.
Interesting.
And yeah, so maybe a bit more detail because I did remember we talked about this at one point, but Marn is like he's always in some sort of like hooded robe, very shadowy sort of figure. But I guess what we have seen of him, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cube, because I might be mixing two things, but it's like he's not really human and not really undead. He's like partially skeletal, partially not, which is also kind of interesting. Anyway,
Well, thanks for the background.
Right.
I vote for an inspiration for Niavara because she just jumped right into it.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay, it's sorry on the map somewhere. So, as we pick up with the scene beneath the waves,
Where's Samsari been? Has she been with you guys? Just
that's
not engaging?
that's exactly what I was about to ask.
I apologize. I should have eaten.
Because I was going to present the question: is Sorry following? Would Sorry have just sort of trailed behind, watched the rear? Or dived
I
into the
think
water with them?
she dove in with you guys. Because I don't think you guys would have dove in without her, and she wouldn't let you dive in without her.
All right.
yeah, I think in a place like this, because there's just been weird attacks out of nowhere and this weird psionic energy, we would, I'm
Stay
assuming,
together.
all be sticking together. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you are all squimming. Get your swim on. And Zed, since you were leading the pack in the sense of heading towards your main target with extreme prejudice, it feels like just like the more and more you swim, the more and more energy you exert, the more and more you try to get closer to this image of Marn that has sort of formed where that sphere of light is, or was. Just seems like it's becoming more and more of an impossible task. It's like no matter how fast you swim, how much energy you exert, how much effort and intent you put into it, it is always just out of your reach.
Is he seeing an orb of light this time and seeing Marn, or is he just remembering last time?
He saw Arn where the orb of light was, so it
Oh,
emanated
that happened
light
this time. I
in
thought
a
you were
sense.
saying it happened in the Underdark.
You didn't see
I
Marn
thought you were
then.
saying that was the past. Okay.
Yeah, so the first time we came across this cave in the Underdark was when we saw that orb of light, and when we swam toward it and touched it, that's when the tentacles popped out, and that was the first time that we had
Right.
actually come across them.
Okay.
And then this cave looked familiar, so I think we were going to try and swim in the water toward where that light was before when we were here, because I don't believe it was here this time. And as we were swimming, Zed happened to see in, the midst of this water, I guess, just shadowy figure that he thought was Marn.
Okay. Thank you.
So I mean, you're explaining all this. I think Zed's he's going to keep swimming, keep attempting to, but he's going to cast his mage hand out in front of him, like as far as it will go toward this figure, just pretty much to try and grab it with the mage hand.
So you're casting it, so that would be a action, which could give somebody a chance to catch up since you're not doing the complete full sprint.
Mm.
So you go to cast your mage hand to try and catch this thing that's perpetually in front of you. Give me a wisdom saving throw. So even with the momentary reduction in movement, you cast your mage hand, and it just seems like even though you cast it within 30 feet, the second you complete your cast, the image of Marn just seems to be exactly 31 feet away, kind of like that,
Okay.
just out of reach. And just this almost like still but sort of like wavy image of Marn just has this knowing but mocking smirk, at least on half of his face.
Let's see. So I guess seeing that Zed's he's gonna stop like pushing forward and stops trying to swim at this and just almost kind of wade just in the middle of the water, like, underwater, but just kind of keeping himself still. And he's gonna stare down. And I guess for the first time since he noticed Marn, he's gonna start looking around to see if he maybe sees other figures, or if he's probably going to look up as well to see how far away everyone else is, potentially if he can see the surface or notice like how far that is.
Give me a perception with disadvantage, because as I explained before, this water is extremely murky.
Other 9.
It is dark. And the only thing that you can see is the light emanating from this, quote unquote portal. Almost like you're only meant to see this.
I'm assuming at this point he's kind of. I don't know if you've ever been in water that's like super dark, but it's very disorienting. So he probably at this point doesn't really know which way is up outside of just that sort of general gravitational feel. But yeah, he's gonna put all of his focus on this light. He's gonna stare at it for a sec. And he's gonna close his eyes and he's gonna try and start swimming in the direction that he believed this figure was, but he's not gonna stare at it while he's doing it. He's just gonna blindly, you know, having full faith that he's going the right direction. And then like keep pushing, keep swimming, just trying to get there. Almost with like um every hand stroke going forward in the water, he's almost like reaching out, trying to just hoping that the very next kick of his feet is going to push him within grasp of whatever this is.
Give me a. I think a good check for this might actually be, interestingly enough, survival in regards to trying to maintain a course.
Mhm.
Because I think perception, if you did perception, it would be with disadvantage because you're closing your eyes and hoping to go in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I will allow perception with disadvantage or survival and normal roll.
I think survival makes sense. That tracks.
It does indeed. You close your eyes and you go in a direction. What's everybody else doing?
Around wondering what's going on. Riding water, trying to stay buoyant.
Sorry
Sure,
can
give
see
me a
fairly
perception.
well. Oh, I'm sorry.
So you're looking around for stuff, Kozik, perception.
Stay with disadvantage.
Well, let's see. You have dark vision, but that doesn't apply to that. Let's see. For you in particular, on notes. Yes.
13.
Good enough.
So you can't really see anything, and it's not like the water's viscous or anything. It's just extremely murky, dark. Light doesn't seem to get very far with whatever is, thick in this water. But I don't know.
I don't know. I say, hey, let's get out of here, guys. Can we swim across the? I mean, maybe that's what we should be doing.
Why did we choose to dive in the water?
Gotta dive in somewhere.
So you're
There
trying
might
to.
be a path or something on the other side of this lake. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you're trying to swim across in a sense.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to you. Perception
Okay.
of 13. Niavara.
So, in the water, does she see anyone else? Because she
Give me-
specifically went in on the other side trying to make sure she didn't just swim into Like if it was like some sort of trick, she'd be able to pull out.
Mm-hmm. Give me a perception with disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
All right. We'll get back to you in a minute, Opal. Who I believe is just walking along the floor.
Yes. Okay. Perception.
But still would be with disadvantage.
Uh,
Murky water.
That is a natural one. I see nothing. I get mud in my eyes.
All right. We'll get back to you in a minute. Veldrin,
Mm-hmm.
what do you... So you dived in.
He like jumped in, yeah.
And what was the target of your jumping in? Just to kind of be in?
Get in the water. Yeah, just get in.
All right. You are currently in the water. So you're just like floating there? Are you trying to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Has anyone else successfully popped up?
Nope.
Okay. Um,
Well, at least you know they're not at risk of drowning.
yes, they're not going to drown.
So you're just
Gonna
kind
see
of
if I
chilling.
had a spell. I was looking
Oh.
to see if I had a spell that might help. I do. It's kind of over the top. It's really. This spell is insane.
What's the spell? Eyes emoji.
Okay, it's called Daylight, and you literally cast a 60-foot sphere that is like the sun,
Yeah, that's funny.
and it lasts for an hour. Put it on a thing and carry it with you, too. Would be a spell slot, though, a 3rd level spell slot. And I've already used one. I think he'll give it a little bit and wait. There's no reason to panic yet.
All right. It's kind of waiting in the water. Which moves us to Sari. What is Sari's plan?
Well, sorry, as usual, didn't think it was a great idea for everybody to jump in the water, and she sees Zed heading off, and she's sort of trying to follow him to make sure he's okay, but she's also trying to keep her eye on everyone else to try and make sure they're okay. And she can, I mean, she can see in the dark, but I don't know how she does with murky water. But her biggest concern is just trying to make sure everyone's okay, and and she's worried about Zed because he just swam off, and no one knows why because no, I don't think any of us saw what he saw Marn. So yeah, that's what she's up to.
All right. So you're looking for people.
Yeah, keeping my eyes on everybody and kind of half following Zed, but trying to keep everybody else in sight. Yeah.
Give me a perception with disadvantage, because dark vision does not help with obscured and extremely murky water.
Okay.
With a 17, you would probably know where Veldrin is. You probably would lose sight of Opal, but you might be able to ascertain the trajectory of Opal, who was just walking into the water. You would definitely not be able to find Zed because Zed was just going basically full sprint in the
Uh-huh.
water. So you'd probably be able to detect maybe like a very faint inclination of Kozik because he was trying to say some words. So maybe you sort of heard that underwater. But no sign of Niavara.
Well, crap. Sorry's just like, oh no. And she's always trying to keep everybody together, and she's like, ah.
Encounter with the other paladin had back in Grunsoul. A wild town, the same.
And then she got super
It's come
quiet.
true.
She keep
Lost
doing
track
this.
of us.
And that was hard. That was hard for that paladin as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're protectors. Or mine is anyway.
All right. So the people I said I'm going to loop back around to. The 13. The 13. So Inanna and Kozik, roll me a d8, please.
Uh-oh.
3. 2, 3, 7. So considering the both of you's sort of inability to ascertain directions, it's almost like the equivalent of just floating in the void. There's this darkness all around. You don't know where you're swimming. There's nothing you could really perceive. And you just kind of swim in directions.
Paddling around, I guess.
And Opal, with your
So-
natural 1. Oh, go ahead.
Yay.
Natsuke, go to Opal.
Put her at 2%. So, Opal, with your natural 1,
Yeah.
you get to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
As
it's
you
actually-
take a step, and it goes from, maybe head height to like, pretty decent underwater, and then just a sheer drop off.
Natural 20.
Imagine how funny it would be if you took fall damage underwater.
Oh, that would not have been fun. I'm imagining Opal just looks down, sees the void, backs up. No, thank you. Or more accurately.
So you
Round
went
one.
to take a step, and you're shuffling your feet around the bottom, and at one point it just feels like there's nothing in front of you. Not that you could really see it, but you sort of wiggle your toe around, you wiggle your foot around. And it's like, yeah, there's nothing in front of me.
That is a sheer cliff. I would have. The downsides of being able to walk underwater. You also take full damage. It's fine. We're fine. Hmm. Probably should head back and check on other people. Because I admittedly can't find it by myself. Because I'm assuming he's still missing.
So you are in a very unique situation here. I would actually say because you know what's in front of you is a sheer drop, that you would actually know which direction to go to get back to the shoreline, even in the darkness, because you were walking forward and you know that if the only things in front of you is just a sheer drop, then well, go the other direction.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Whereas everybody else is, swimming around just weightlessly, so they can end up going in any direction. Whereas you're on a platformer right now.
Opal has the distinct advantage of being somebody who's underwater and not having to worry about messing up which direction you're swimming. And yeah, we're going to back up. I am not dealing with that on my own. Hopefully I can find somebody. Who knows, maybe Sari is still hanging around.
So Veldrin, you would notice Opal emerge from the water.
Okay.
Hello, Veldrin.
Is everything okay?
I was walking underwater. I found a sheer cliff. Or a sheer drop. Has anybody else come back? Or is everybody still out there searching?
You are the first one I saw.
So, what do you think we should do? Should we stay, or should we try and find people?
Did you see anything down there?
No. It is dark, it is murky. I don't have dark vision, unfortunately.
I guess we can wait. They can breathe.
How long does that spell you cast last?
A day.
Oh yeah, they'll be fine.
So there was
And
really no intention to going in this water, but to just explore.
Like find the path through, I think is the best way to say it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll also keep note of that sheer cliff wall in my mind for later. Because where could that lead? Strange. Just enter that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything to contact people with. I could cast. Wait, I can't cast Shatter. I don't have any second level spell slots left. Dang it.
So Zed, are you still well, I think you said you were waiting in the water now. Yeah, he said he was waiting.
I think. Yeah, I think so. Because my last roll was the Oh no, my last roll was a survival. So he's got his eyes closed and he's trying to track. He saw the shadowy figure, and then he closed his eyes and he tried to swim toward it.
Alrighty. The light is always just on. So I guess the question now is where is everybody aiming to go?
Want to swim to the other side.
All right. Roll me a d8 real quick. 1. You swim in the direction and you feel like you're touching, your feet are touching shore, but you're still, it's above your head.
Well, I'll go ahead and climb out. Ugh. Well, I got totally turned around, I guess. Hey guys, wow.
You would see Opal and Veldrin.
So, how'd it go for you, Kozak?
Well, I can't see much down there. Trying to get to the other side, and guess I was turned back. I guess maybe we can just skirt around the edge, being careful not to touch these horrible fungus.
I did find something interesting, at least in my exploration of the pool.
What?
There was a sheer cliff. I'm not sure what could be down there, but there could be something interesting. Maybe even a way deeper into this cave.
Oh no. Well, we can't even see to get down that deep. If there's a way that we could guide ourselves, then maybe that would help.
Valdrin, do you have anything for that?
Veldrin was just kind of like staring into the water. He's like waiting for Neovara.
Niavara will be fine. If
Niavara
that is who
famously
you
hates
are
the
worried
water.
about.
Will she and Neovar roll me a d8?
Niavara hates the water. She does not like swimming. She actively hates swimming.
We have a cat in our party.
Yes, you haven't noticed.
Niavara is a cat, is
2.
several cats in a trench coat.
Several cats in a changeling trench coat, yes.
All right. So you feel your feet touching shoreline as well. 1, 2.
With this in mind, Niavara scrambles out from the pool, disgusted, horrible, awful. Nature has never produced anything wondrous in its life.
Right next to some bioluminescent mushrooms.
Disgusting.
Oh, those look cool.
And as you step next to them, they just kind of, a plume of spores just spits out of them.
Oh, disgusting. She gets back into the water, like trying to reel back.
I hate water. Spores. I'll take the water.
Didn't we also
Wonderful.
establish that the spores were dangerous when ingested?
When ingested.
Hmm.
And she's
This
soaked wet, so like they're gonna stick to her, so she's instantly gonna like bathe herself off, like ugh.
are
Disgusting.
this are the spores glowing or just the mushrooms?
The mushrooms.
Dang.
All right. So sorry, what's Sorry doing?
Well, he's kind of seen little She's kind of seen bodies moving back up towards the surface, but she's worried about Zed. So I think she is trying to follow on Zed's trajectory and see if she can find him and make sure he's okay.
All right, based on the distance between the two of you, you're trying to like track Zed in a sense. Yeah, I guess that would be a survival. Or
Survival.
perception with disadvantage.
All right, let's try that. Oh,
Ooh.
All right. Not only can you not find Zed, but you feel in trying to find him, you have gotten yourself turned around.
okay. Sorry realizes that this isn't working, so she's just gonna follow gravity and head back up to the surface.
Yeah, funny thing about that gravity underwater.
Mm.
Roll me a d8.
Okay.
Direction. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you swim a little bit and you are not detecting surface. It's just all turned around. Because you think by now you should have swam to the surface. But no, you're still underwater.
Okay. Sorry decides to stop struggling and take a really deep breath and just hold it and see if she'll just float upwards.
Let's see, how much stuff are you carrying?
Oh, well, she dropped
154.
that stuff on the edge.
I mean, you didn't declare that before.
All right, you're right, you're right. So I guess the floating idea isn't going to work.
At least not up.
I think she's just going to try a different direction until she can find the surface. If
All
she
right.
really can't feel the difference between which way is up and down, I mean, I know in the ocean when you're tumbling you can't tell, but seems like you can usually tell in the water. But if this water is really messing with her, she's just going to keep trying to find the surface.
All right. And Zeta Rooney, still chasing the light, blinded by the light.
Well, I mean, after like just like really pushing, just trying to reach out because he's got his eyes closed and he's just trying to reach, extend his hands and swim as fast as he can, but like he's just waiting until he grabs onto something, and after a little while, I don't even know how long, um, he'll probably finally just open his eyes and see if he's made any progress. And if it still looks like it's just as far away as it was when he started, then yeah, he'll definitely stop. Um, and he can't see anything when he looks around, but he's gonna try to uh somewhat go the opposite direction, try and get back to the surface. Just I guess at this point he's realized he can't catch this, and this is probably just mind games, and so he's gonna swim up and try and tell everyone that he at least saw Marn, and um yeah, see what we should do.
Give me a perception check. And not disadvantage. You could swear you hear voices, but you can't make out what they're saying. And as you start to swim to the surface, the light is the light slash image is just right behind you,
Oh man, it's
following.
taunting you.
Is it like same distance away but following, or I mean like right behind me?
Always just out of reach.
Okay. So yeah, if he noticed that it was still just keeping that same, he'd probably test it again. He'd probably turn around and try and swim at it and realize that it's still just kind of moving away. And he'll just kind of shake his head and could he discern who the voices were at all, even though he couldn't understand what they were saying, or is it just
Not with a 9.
okay? Um, so yeah, he's gonna keep swimming back up, and I guess he's probably gonna be frustrated at this point. Um, so similar to what he did when he was trying to swim toward this light, uh, he now kind of knows it's following him and almost just uh arrogantly, I guess, he's gonna dash. He's gonna use all his action economy to dash and try and swim to get to the surface to swim away from this thing now. Um, just like yeah, I couldn't catch you, but you can't catch me type of mentality.
And roll me a d8. One, two, 6, 7. In between. So you just sort of do this full on swimming sprint, as it were, as a sailor and swimmer. Um, yeah, you're just gonna swim in a direction, and this light is just following you. It would be 1, 2, that light. And actually, based on how close you are, you would ascertain you'd be getting close to the surface, particularly due to the fact that, you think about it, this light has emanated, this thing has emanated just enough light to be able to be seen at least a little bit from the surface. So, based on its location to you, it's kind of giving a little bit of like a silhouette of a shoreline. And those of you surface level can see the light moving closer. And I'm just gonna keep going off of Sari's thing, doohickey. You see like silhouette, but yeah. You're not sure if it's Zed or somebody else or something else. It's
Wait, are
like
you talking to
it's
Sari?
yeah. Like you
Okay.
see something swimming in your general direction, but it doesn't look like normal humanoid. Kind of looks like a sort of a sharky, a humanoid-esque body, but very muscular, and you can see like a fin and like this big old snoot, and it seems like it's swimming in your direction.
Huh.
On what?
It looks humanoid, but it has a fin and a snoot.
Ugh. I am so sorry, Lord Shirkan. I will never disrespect your name again. I am getting out of the water. Ah,
Water.
disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. I'm sorry, Lord Shirkan. I have never disrespected anyone in my life. Pinky promise.
You hate water that much, Neovara?
I hate the god of it, let's say.
Cat.
Cat.
So I see this thing coming towards me. Is Zed right there next to me?
Now you don't see Zed. Just the
don't
silhouette
see
of this
Zed.
thing.
But I see, so there's some kind of light source somewhere. Okay. And I see this silhouette of this thing, and it's humanoid with a fin and a snoot.
Yeah, like a shark snoot.
Yeah. And how big is it overall? Is it the size of a human?
Roughly. I mean, quote unquote medium.
Okay. So,
But it is swimming towards you real fast.
real fast. Okay. I reach down in my boot and grab my knife out.
I was about to say, are you about to hit it with a chancla?
What?
Hit him with a slipper.
I'm reaching into my boot there's a knife stuffed in my
Yeah.
boot.
Yeah, like when you say reaching
Like a-
into your boot, I just imagine like
Oh,
You were gonna pull
pulling
off
your
your
boot
shoe.
off and smack.
Here, wait.
I'm reaching for the knife in my boot. I'm a freaking knight, man. I got knives everywhere.
I don't know, the chancla's a powerful weapon, wielded by only the most
That is a
elite.
powerful weapon.
Here, I think I found a decent enough gift for for what you're going for, cubed. Throw the slipper. Obliterate.
That's funny. Okay, so I reach down and I pull out my knife, and so it's coming right at me, you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, I've got my knife, and as it comes right at me, just as it gets to me, I back away and slice it with the knife right across the I guess where the shoulder would be.
All right, give me an attack roll.
An attack roll. Hang on, let me get my brain working. I go to so I've got silver dagger, I guess. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to put two of them up there. I didn't see it.
So a 13. So you go to swipe at this thing, but you don't manage to hit it, which is probably a good thing because as you blink, the silhouette fades, almost like a shadowy, a shadowy silhouette or form dissipates as the light gets closer to you, and you realize it's Zed, and he's swimming towards you with this light source behind him.
Oh fuck, I'm so glad I didn't hit him.
So you probably like grab this dagger from your boot, and I'm guessing you probably just like slice motion toward this figure.
Yeah.
And like mid swim, Zed just ducks his head down, and he just kind of like he looks at the blade and then looks back at you with like a real concerned face, like, "Oh, it's me. Sorry, calm down."
Jeez, you look like a bloody shark. Let's get back to the surface, mate.
I will thank
This
you.
place is crazy.
I'd like to consider myself a shark in the water. Anyway, yeah. What are we doing?
You know which way is up? How we get back to the surface?
As Sari's saying that, he's gonna grab Sari's like just below the shoulder, like both arms, just to get her attention. I saw Marn down there.
What? Holy
That
shit!
that light that's just been following me around. I couldn't catch up to it. I tried swimming as fast and hard as I could, and it just stayed right out of my reach. I tried to send my mage hand after it and couldn't even touch it. And then as soon as I started swimming away, it's almost mockingly started following me again. And
And that's what the light is.
I was hearing, when I was looking at it, it's like I could just see as this like a blurry sort of silhouette of Marn, and I heard like laughter in my head, and then I heard voices, but I couldn't make him out because it's all jumbled underwater.
What the hell?
Hey, let's try and get to the surface.
Yeah, mate, this isn't a good place. You know the direction?
So OOC Cubed, you were saying that we were getting, at least Zed was kind of noticing he was getting close enough to the surface to be able to kind of start to see, like a silhouette of the shoreline.
Yep. With the
Okay,
light
so
behind you.
he's gonna point up, probably over behind Sari's shoulder. It's up there, I believe.
Right, let's go.
He's just gonna kick real hard and start to swim up there.
Kick, and you swim up to the surface.
Oh, thank God. Couldn't find the surface. I'm so glad you came along. I'm so sorry. I almost bloody got you, mate. I'm so sorry about that. You looked like you had a big head like a shark and the fin on you. It was really weird. I'm really glad I didn't hurt you.
He's like squeezing out his beard, like wringing water out.
And
So
also,
what side are we on? Are we over here?
yep. So
Okay.
those of you above water, as they're swimming out, you see that light source, almost surface and then start to move back to reset where it was before.
Oh, that is so disturbing.
Zed's just gonna yell out to everyone over here. I saw Marn down there.
Um,
It was in that light. There's like some weird sort of shadowy figure, and I tried to swim after, and it just kept going away from me, and I decided to finally stop because it was just like mocking me. I could almost see like a half a smile and started hearing like laughter and whatnot. And so I started swimming back up, and then it started following me. Just again, I guess, to just keep playing games. I'm not really sure what we do here.
well, he glances around. I don't know either. Sounds like some sort of beast is down there. I don't think it's actually Marn.
But isn't
Not
this
to
just one
doubt
of
your
Marn's
vision.
mind traps? What are we supposed to do?
It was part of all that psionic energy or whatever that keeps just putting bloody thoughts and images and voices and I don't know. I don't know that we can respond to it as if it is what we think it is.
Also, Veldrin, give me a perception check. So, as you're in here, and you've been keeping an eye on things a good bit. This particularly being a little bit of your forte. So the bioluminescent mushrooms in here, they seem a little different than the ones leading into here. There's something off about them. Something that just ain't right. You know, as a entity that
Mhm.
is in
Yeah.
tune with spores and fungus.
Nevar picks up her lantern again, sort of dusting herself off of the water. As stupid as a phrase as that is. And she's like, well, I think we have tried that path enough. I do not think you're going to be able to swim down that way. It's too deep and too dark. I can't see. I can't swim. And just no thank you.
Well, are there any other tunnels?
There were. Zedrin,
Um,
I'm so sorry, my friend. I don't think that Marn is down there, or if he is, I don't think we're going to be able to get him.
Checks.
I think it's just part of the mind games of this place.
Also, Opal
Yeah.
can give me an insight on something else.
And
All right. So what's y'all doing?
I
a
think
modified 20.
Zed would kind of motion to Sari like toward the edge of
Make our way back
the
over.
water and just I'll be like, all right, let's go meet up with him.
All right. So walking past these mushroom clusters.
Around
A-
the mushroom clusters, not touching the
Attempting to
mushroom
avoid them.
clusters.
Yes.
So
Maybe getting, like knee deep back into water just to steer clear of them. Oh. Not go right through it.
You did not. You went around it.
Yeah, apparently Veldrin was saying that those mushrooms are probably real bad news.
Or what?
Real bad news, sorry.
Bad news.
Yeah, like
Well, I don't
poisonous,
need
not
bad news.
yeah.
Let's get out of here. Is this the way we came in?
I believe there's two other sort of pathways.
Yep. Also, Opal,
Yes.
with your insight check. Let's see here. About 15 feet away from you, you could just swear that these mushrooms. I don't know. You're just getting a bad vibe from them.
Hey, Veldrin,
Yes.
you're a druid, right? Like you're one with nature and everything. And
Yes.
we'll point over here. Are those mushrooms like? Do they give you a bad feeling?
They feel different.
Hmm. They are not pleasant to look at. And I didn't think I would say that about bioluminescent mushrooms. Hmm. Something is off about them. But I'm not going to hold up the party if
What
uh,
what do you think? Like, what's the feeling?
DM, the feeling was they feel off or just unnatural.
Something unnatural about them. Something is off. Something, like if you're looking at a picture on the wall, the similar feeling is the picture is just like 5 degrees slanted.
Hmm.
Hate that.
So it's like they're out of place. Like uh like they're not positioned correctly, like they aren't right. Before we head off, can I have somebody with a light source uh accompany me over there? I don't need you to get close to them. I just need you to shine a light on them.
I guess.
I'm fine against poisons.
I
So
can
where
help
are
you
you trying
out.
to go? Point. Neovara has the lamp.
Okay.
Opal is pointing that way,
Oh, I was just over there.
and Opal is going to waddle
Disgusting.
on over and inspect the mushrooms because these are the mushrooms you were talking about, correct?
Be careful, you guys.
Yep.
Hmm. Investigation or nature?
So you walk up to these red mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. And as you're doing so, I will describe to you the mushrooms, whereas you expect them to like fire like little spores into the air when you get close. These aren't spores. There are silhouettes of people, lots of people, in an amalgamation of a singular body reaching out at you, trying to grab onto you. And all you can see is these very long faces and open mouths, hands and arms that are combined into a singular torso, legs that stick out of the back where arms should be, and it's this silent wail of suffering and pain.
Ah, ghost mushroom.
And then laughter.
Uh-oh.
But it's not joyful laughter, it's maniacal laughter. As they retract back into the mushrooms.
Okay, don't tell me. Opal will like stumble back just a bit, and we'll look over to Niavara and to Sari and to Veldrin and go, "Please tell me I wasn't the only one to see that."
Did
Oh
any
my,
of us see it?
Yeah, did we see it?
we must have
Yep.
seen it, no? Oh my God, that's intense. That city. I wonder if that's. Do you think that's where all the people from the town are trapped in these
Oh,
mushrooms?
that's cursed.
I think
Maybe.
I think you might not be too far off. At least, I don't think they were directly put into these mushrooms. What do mushrooms tend to grow off of, Sorry?
Well, things that are,
Dead.
yeah, well, dead things that are decomposing.
That's not great.
You think this is from the bodies?
It's a thought. Not too extreme, wouldn't you agree?
Wait, which bodies are you talking about?
The
The
people.
bodies of the villagers.
Wait, out of character, did we run into some bodies inside this
No.
place?
No, what Opal is implying is, yeah, even if there aren't bodies here, mushrooms tend to grow around dead things. And if the bodies of the villagers from the town up above are somewhere, they could be causing these mushrooms to grow.
Well, I
Uh-oh.
think they're just growing off of your basic decomposing stuff. I don't think the villagers are dead. I think they're captured into something, maybe in those mushrooms.
Oh, there are far worse things than death.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying. I think they've been captured inside of there somehow.
I could try. Do you think that there's some sort of magical curse at play here, or is it some sort of other enchantment? I could try to remove it, but I don't know if it would do any good.
That's worth a try, eh?
I approach to where Opal is,
Dwarves resist poison.
and okay, I was like, so where's the mushroom in question? Do I notice that they look weird in any way?
Well, I mean, once people start pointing it out and describing,
And it's like almost like teeming with like movement. It's like fucked up.
yep, it's like these mushroom. Like as you're more aware of them, these mushrooms never seem to stop moving. As in, they're not like swaying like a tree in the wind, but slight movements. Like you look at it and it's like, did it move? No, that it couldn't. But wait,
Ugh.
So rather than the swaying of tree branches, it's the roiling and toiling of flesh.
The teeming
Not
of an
literal
anthill.
flesh. Yes.
Ugh.
Small
Well,
enough movements for you to notice, but not be sure.
against my my better judgment, against my instinct, I reach out in order to touch this bizarre, hideous growth, and I guess I'll cast remove curse. I mumble a silent prayer to the Dark Lady and see if her influence will perhaps restore these people.
gotta get see
The
it
all
prepped.
curses affecting a creature or object end. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe it doesn't apply here.
So you go to cast it. See, it just removes. Okay, hold on. So it's not dispel magic. Magic curses. It just ends curses. Can be removed or discarded. Okay. Do 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 do. Good old DM doing something here. Give me a second.
Right? I'm in silent prayer. My patrons.
Ultra.
This is definitely something better fit for the religious amongst us.
give him a chance.
No, I'm saying that genuinely. Opal is saying that genuinely. There are things in this world that, yes, I am artificer. I cast gun, can't solve.
I cast gun indeed.
So you go to reach out and remove curse with the assistance of your patron. And all of you can hear just emanating all around you. And there's just this evil, maniacal, maddening cackle as there's a flash of light from this mushroom, only momentarily blinding.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Jeez, what the hell was that? Somebody's really messing with us.
More importantly, where the fuck are we?
Well,
We
few of us have
outside
been
of the
here
town?
before.
We have been here before.
Is this Tio Moonblade's
It
domain?
is. This is
What
where
the
she.
heck?
Well, I know we didn't walk here.
That flash from the mushroom and that laughter, it transported us somewhere.
It was happy with us. I don't like that.
Somebody's really messing with us. And we're at Tio
Psionics.
Moonblade, you say?
This is her hut area, yeah.
Jeez. Wait a minute. We walked a long bloody distance from here, and now we're all the way back. That's just great.
I don't think this is real.
Oh, okay, that's a different story.
That's the difference.
He must still be in his labyrinth.
What
Marn's
did
like,
you say?
we must still be in his labyrinth.
I mean, that would be several different kinds of surprising.
Whose labyrinth?
We
Marn's.
Mines?
don't know. Okay, they might know.
Oh, I believe that's who was that laughter belonged to, by the way.
Oh yeah, you think that was Marn? Shit, great.
But yeah, you are now standing at the shoreline of a very familiar looking building in a very familiar forest. Almost, yeah, as you might say, exactly as you remember it. Every tree, every stump, every stone,
All right.
it's all there.
Neat.
How
So-
do you know that this isn't really? We haven't really transported. Why do you think we're still in the labyrinth or wherever we were?
How
Well,
would we have been
my
teleported?
guess is we went down into a basement, and that basement led into a cave that didn't exist on this material plane. That was in the Underdark. And it was a cave that we've been to before, and we kind of experienced something similar, except was just slightly different. And now we're in another place almost directly that we've been to before. A whole bunch of shit happened here.
Okay,
I'm
now
assuming
I'm
that, yeah,
following
this
ya.
is some sort of weird sort of like when we were in the cabin and we were in that realm that like just wasn't real.
Right.
Like this is all too perfect. And why it doesn't make sense why we're here except for this was almost in line very much the next place that we went.
Okay.
Oh, great. We're
Brilliant,
gonna
mate.
fight
Thanks
Dale
for
again.
keeping track of that.
Oh fuck, if they send us into that cave again.
That cave, fight Dale again.
So
Win.
What is this creature? I mean,
did
what
we
the
find
heck is
another
going
one
on?
of those tentacly things here somewhere? I'm wondering if we're being shown all these different places again for some reason.
Well, for some reason, but what's the reason?
Well, that's why I'm maybe the connection is that this is where we fought some of the tentacle creatures.
Ah, 'cause that's the first one you saw was that lake.
Was in that cave, yeah.
Right, okay.
And then wasn't this big building over here, Zed's gonna point in this direction, wasn't that the one that turned into a mimic and tried to eat us while we were inside?
Yes.
Okay,
And we
Oh,
had to
great.
go
that's glad I
downstairs to
missed
fight it.
that.
Well, do you suppose if we can find a sort of figurative lever that we can find our way out of this situation as well?
Are you sensing any like weird magics here that might stand out that otherwise just wouldn't make sense being here?
Oh, fine idea. Let me concentrate my energies.
And I like Veldrin are these real trees? Is this seemingly real?
Could Veldrin inspect that?
Yeah, you can inspect it.
What should I roll?
A nature check. Down here in this location, you do not. Ooh, belch. You do not detect the hint of nature. It is these trees are silent. The land does not answer your call.
Wow.
The air feels empty. And Kozik, every single location within 30 feet, you are definitely picking up psionic. Not illusion. Psionic.
Hmm.
Well, we're
Not
becoming more
illusion.
and more familiar with this kind of psionic effects that are happening. Not not sure, but that's what I'm sensing all around us.
And
But I mean, what does
those of
that
you,
mean exactly?
so Niavara, Opal, Sari, and Zed can give me perception checks. As Kozik is casting a spell and Veldrin is, trying to commune with the land.
Perception check.
Oh.
Come on. It's not Niavara.
Oh, nice.
Niavara.
Yeah, Var out here carrying.
Also, Zed, give me a insight check.
Yes.
So Niavara and Sari, as this information is coming to light, this can't be real. This doesn't make any sense. This, whatever's going on is everything just seems weird, right? You both, I'd probably say Inanna before Sari, but regardless, you both take note. You could swear that you catch like shadowy figures just on the edge of your vision. Or maybe one figure that's just constantly moving. Like, that one X-Files episode where when you look directly at the guy, you can't see him, but if you like are not looking at him, he's visible. Kind of like that.
Oh, cool.
And Zed, with your insight, you start feeling a tightness in your chest.
Uh-oh.
But it doesn't hurt.
Is
It
it like
just feels weird, like something being off.
is it internal or does it feel like my armor is shrinking again?
It is internal.
Okay.
Kind of like so you remember that feeling from earlier when the thing stuck its hand in your chest?
Yeah.
Imagine like the after pain of that.
Okay. Okay. Is this like an accurate distance to where that island is?
So this stuff was to scale, yes.
And OOC, I guess this is more for the table, unless Cubed wants to be generous. We went to this island. I remember because we did all the stuff over here, and then we saw that there was something over here, so we went over there. Was that not the like Tio's actual place?
That's what I
Because we
thought.
had,
That was like
I
where
remember we
she
had the
hides.
kobolds, and we had to like bring the kobolds with us across water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess Zed's, you kind of see Zed kind of like wince a little bit. He's got left hand's probably just right in the center of his torso. I so you think we should go look over there? He's gonna point across the water. Like we can all still breathe underwater, right?
If isn't it real, what are we doing?
Well,
Going.
Yeah, what should we do?
so
Feels real.
in the cave, like I actually felt like I saw Marn. I couldn't get to him, but it was as if he was still there, if that makes sense. And so my thought is maybe he's here somewhere.
Kind of behind
Maybe we
things.
can't get to him, but he was very close to what Kozik dispelled or remove curse from. That brought us here. So I'm not sure if that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, I just want to ask, like, okay, it's psionic energy, and it's not an illusion.
Mhm.
So it's like psionic energy is something that you can form stuff out of, and it's not real, but it's physical. Like you feel like you're in it, but so it's physical. You can feel it, but it's not an illusion. But it's not real either.
It feels like it's
So
probably more based off in your mind, but what's weird about that is if it's based off of what's in our minds, why are you and Opal able to see all this?
right, because I've not been here.
Yeah. I mean,
And
even if we haven't seen it, it could
Well,
be based
but
on
all they have to
what we
do
heard.
probably is take the energy from your own one person's mind and recreate something, right? I mean,
well,
if they're
yeah,
that,
and
if whatever it is that advanced, it could
like
project it to us as well.
Opal noticed that it's like if you're dreaming about something or trying to remember something and like oh, I remember there was a painting on the wall, but I don't remember what was it of? Like those sort of fuzzy bits that don't necessarily get colored all the way in. And Opal noticed that with the mushrooms, like it wasn't quite right. There's something here that's not probably projecting properly. And I will say, based on the cave that we were just in, the way that we went was inevitably to get to that pool, right? Last time we were here, inevitably we went
Hey.
across the water over there.
Hey, Zed, you made
Hey,
an excellent point.
what's that?
The memories aren't exact. There will always be faults. Where
Exactly.
would you say was the most detailed spot of this place?
Ooh. That's gonna look around. Yeah, I guess from here, like looking around, looking toward the island, looking toward this building, the mimic building, and then the like lab building that we ended up
Spiders,
going
yeah.
into over here. does anything seem off or out of place? I know we did perception checks already, but
So things seem pretty spot on. However, the location over there where Tio's house would be seems to have the most accuracy.
so just
And
relaying
with
that
your
to everyone.
insight, almost like something wants you to go over there.
So I'm not sure if this is a good sign or a bad sign, but everything here just, I mean, I can't pick anything out that truthfully stands out. Again, from my memory, oh, there's just something weird about that island where Tio's place was.
17.
I'm not sure if we're supposed to go where we were before. But last time we were here, we did end up there. And there's just something about it. So you all let me know if you think it's a bad idea. But I got nothing.
Are we just supposed to swim over there?
You know, it's interesting. The last time I tried to swim in that cave toward the light, I couldn't ever catch it. Now, I'm not suggesting we split the party, so hear me out and then, let me know what you think. What if one of us or maybe a couple of us try and swim out there and a couple of us stand here and actually watch? Because it's not murky, it's not like you're going to lose sight. And it'd be very interesting if the folks that are swimming never reach the island, similar to how I never reached that light in the water. Because then that could just be the distraction, just kind of like the light was. And we know, okay, we just ignore it. Well, if you see folks crawling up on shore over there and we start hollering back and waving and being like, hey, come on, then maybe we investigate. What do y'all think? Otherwise,
Hmm.
I'm all open. I think this is some sort of fake dream-like stance that we're in, and I don't really know.
Well, if I'm the
Hmm.
strongest swimmer here, we may be in trouble. But
I mean, do I need to be able to swim? I don't need to breathe, and I can just walk on the bottom of the river.
The only
I-
thing there is I wouldn't want to lose sight of you, but
Hmm.
I don't mind swimming across. Someone wants to go as well, but that's a good point. Opal, how are we going to get you across?
We made boats last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Just I have 50
Wait,
feet of rope.
hold
I'll
on.
wrap it around my waist, and you guys can just
That's
pull
a
me
good
up.
That's a good point, though. Where's that raft that we made? If we left it here,
Oh.
it should be around somewhere. And if it's not, that's at least one sign that,
Unless
well, this ain't real.
you just got rid of it.
I mean, if this is a
True.
memory, who's saying it's a memory from the time or who's saying it's a time from a memory after you made them?
True, but I mean, like, that would be something that you'd think if you're trying to fool. I don't know. Now I'm just overthinking everything.
Sorry
What?
to rain on the parade there.
do we not see a boat around here somewhere?
No boats.
Or
All right.
because I know that we had gathered materials from trees and stuff around here. Is there the sign, like, so for instance, if Zed chopped this tree down to make the raft, hypothetically, is that tree chopped down or is it still there?
It is still there.
Okay, then. Yeah. So this must have been, well, before we made a boat. We can try and lash something together again. Just all float across.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's probably our smartest idea. I don't think we want to be in the water. This place does not feel quite right to me. I don't think it feels right to any of us, really.
No.
Yeah, Zed's gonna start looking around.
Also, Zed, to your point about the mushrooms not looking natural, I would say that none of this place looks natural. The trees aren't even blowing in the breeze.
Yeah,
If at all.
right. It don't feel right.
But no, let's go with your plan. I suppose.
Shit, if they're not real trees and we aren't gonna make a boat out of them.
Well, you can always try. The worst thing that happens is that it doesn't work.
So is the consensus making a boat or a raft?
Making a boat.
Let's see. Give me
I mean-
a, I guess survival.
It's crafting. That's not a skill. in
Usually I'm making
D&D.
magical items. Now I am making a boat out of memory wood.
It's like memory foam, but made of wood.
Ah, yes, wood that is slightly soft and squishy.
Wood that retains its natural shape no matter what you do to it.
So with the 12, I mean, you're able to cut like a tree down or knock it down or find enough like wood around and strap it together.
All right. Are we all gonna be able to get on this and still float?
Seems sturdy enough.
What I don't understand is if this place isn't real and the other place isn't real, why the bloody hell are we making something and going to some island when it's not even real? I mean, I don't get what we're after or what this whole thing is driving me crazy. That's all I can say.
Perfect. That's the DM twiddling fingers and twirling
Oh.
mustache.
Oh, is that the DM? I thought maybe we all heard that it was Lauren.
I mean, possibly if we realized sooner, we could have just walked out of the cave, out of the basement. But we're here now, so
Well,
if it's
if we
not
could
real,
just
then
if we could
traveling
suddenly
from
be
here.
here, what if we can't just suddenly be at the island? Like, what if we all shut our eyes and imagined ourselves at the island? Couldn't we just be there?
I'm not.
Si-
You try.
Since we were suddenly here, right? We're in the cave and then suddenly we're here. Like, what if we
Yeah.
just,
Did you have any control over us being here? Because I didn't.
well, no, but I haven't tried.
Oh, I mean, give it a shot. We were in a place before. Like I said, we were in this. Oddly reminds me of going through the cabin, and then we're in that sort of weird realm where Inanna was just like, I want to be on a mountain, and poof, she was gone on a mountain. So
Right.
you know, I just said I'm open for everything. But I don't really know where to go, and I've just got a weird feeling about the island. Whether it's that we are supposed to go there or we're not, I can't say.
Well, would everybody like to give it a try with me? Like, close our eyes and see ourselves on the island and give it a few seconds and then open our eyes and see if it worked?
Yeah, those of us that have been there, I mean, we can. You will remember being at TO's. We could just try
No,
and
but
picture ourselves right in front.
I can see where I'm headed.
I
Some-
know. Sorry, I'm saying for those that have actually been there, we have a very good image of where we're trying to get to.
Oh,
So,
right, yeah.
if that helps.
That and something I think we should take into consideration. If something else has put us here, what is to say that we are in control of this place?
Zed raises his
Well-
hand. I know that we're not. That's pretty much what we're all saying.
Yeah,
However,
Yeah,
we don't like.
let's try.
What are our options?
but we don't know the rules of the psionics, so we might have some influence. We don't know. Worth a try, eh?
Fair enough. Let's give it a go.
All right.
I mean, if it doesn't
everybody
work, then we
close
just
your
hop on
eyes.
the boat. So
Right, exactly. All right, let's close our eyes and visualize ourselves right there on that island.
So you close your eyes and then open them, and you're still here.
Well, it was worth a try, eh?
Might as well cross off everything on the or on a piece of paper. No, that honestly, sorry. Who knows? Maybe if they weren't bastards, we would have more control like that.
Yeah, it seems like we're just at the mercy of whatever this thing is. Just
Until
tossing
we
us
kill it.
about.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
If we can find it, I'll be happy to kill it.
I am looking so forward to killing this stupid mother.
Right there with you, sister.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody
Wait.
hopping on the raft.
Let's go.
Onto the raft.
Moveroonie here. So you head out across the
Sploosh,
water.
sploosh, sploosh.
Oh, nice work.
And you make it to
Boat.
the shoreline with no interruption, no complication. It was smooth sailing.
Hmm.
All right. So now that we're here, everyone maybe look around. Does anything else just seem weird or out of place?
Niavara is in fact going to call upon her god as best she can, and she's like, "Okay, dude, listen to me. This vibe check, it's not right. What changed? You know it. I know it. Stuff changed."
With the 16, it is a spitting image of Tio Moonblade's hovel.
Hmm.
Every stone, every tree, every branch.
This is almost creepy.
Almost it is.
Shadow preserve me.
All right. Who wants to
Anybody
be
else
the
doing
first?
perception?
Let's see
Yeah.
if Opal's horrible streak continues. Hey, 16's not bad. Or 14's not bad, but oof. Nice, Ed.
Yes.
Right, with a 24 and a 23. So you would both definitely notice, despite this being a spitting image of Teal's hovel, like I said, well, at least for Zed, like I said, every rock, every tree, every location of the branches on the tree is exactly how you remember it. It's almost like you're there again. However, there is something else that is with you here. Because you notice every so often the shadows shifting unnaturally. Almost like like little mirage waves that happen every so often, but then when you look at it, there's nothing there. And I'll say with your 23 and 24, you could swear that, maybe in the corner of your eye, like it kind of looked like there was just a floating, like spectral eyeball that when you look at it, it's just gone.
What the
Like-
heck?
Something is watching you. Something is watching with extreme intent.
We're just
I don't like
being
that.
messed with. Something's just watching everything we do.
But Teo Moonblade's hovel is right in front of you. Do you walk to it?
All together?
I'm tired of being messed with. What would happen if we just quit following this bloody illusion that's not even real or psionic whatever?
This may be a bit heretical of me to say in front of a paladin, a cleric, and a warlock. Sometimes mortals are just the playthings of God, sorry.
Oh,
You
I'm
didn't-
well aware of that, my friend. And I'm a bit tired of it.
Zed's gonna he's just gonna whisper to little one. Little one, if you notice, I don't want you to say anything, but if you notice this sort of shadowy figure, if you can see it, just clench on my shoulder with one of your claws real quick.
Right. Doesn't.
All right, Zed just he'll pull a gold coin out and just feed little one. All right, are you hungry?
Yum, 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 yum.
Also, thank goodness little one's actually here. I don't recall anybody actually checking if he was. Wait, I was going to look at little one. Is little one normal?
I don't know, is he?
Zed, this might just be me being paranoid. Does that little one look natural to you? Just give him a quick once over.
What do you want me to roll?
Insight.
Okay.
I'm
Seems
also
normal.
going to have Opal do it because she was the one who initiated the ask. Fuck.
Yep, he seems normal.
Okay.
Uh,
I just know how much that little dragon means to this whole group. Don't want
Nivara.
another
Oh,
situation of
fuck me.
dragon napping.
Yep, seems normal.
Well,
We're
I guess with
determining
that,
if little one's normal.
with that sort of point, Opal, should we all like pat your pockets?
Look at this
Is there
fortune.
something missing that you all had, or because I've been in dreams before where all my things were gone.
And with
Uh,
without another word, Opal is sticking a hand into her bag of holding and grabbing the first item that comes to mind, which would be her old leather armor.
You have all of your items and equipment.
Yeah, I had my knife in my boots, so everything's here.
does
If-
Nivara have all of her coins?
Yep.
I was about to say I wouldn't be the greatest judge of that because I do have fairly decent memory of everything that's in my bag. But it seems that this isn't affecting us directly. Also, is Veldrin's familiar pet cat thing still here?
I believe so. I don't think
Yeah,
Belgian unsummoned it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't move the token, but she's
Okay.
here.
Just checking.
So, yeah, are we gonna go check the door over here?
Step onto the creepy island. 1, 2, 3, not it. Okay, that did it. All right, let's go. Zed, I've already walked into far too many creepy doorways. Can you lead the way?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll be right behind you.
I can see.
Nivara, as like they all start to go on ahead, she like takes out specifically the coin of the shadow. her dagger. She cuts the palm of her hand as a prayer and a offering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she invokes his name in the name of discovery and insight.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name?
The shadow. As
Oh,
the keeper of secrets, he is also the god for the seeker of secrets. So, as a dark god, right? She's looking for ideas on what's might need to be done to get through this. She squeezes the coin in the blood, whispering his prayers in Undercommon before she glances up and she's like, I need to know where the heart of this lies.
that's
Roll
a
me a
good
D100.
question.
Good luck. Your god does
Overwhelmingly,
not answer you.
Oh,
That's fine. She's aware, like, clerics are aware they don't personally have a one-on-one with God most of the time, right? She's more like asking for favor, insight, right? Not expecting to hear his voice per se. She'll put the coin away, wrap her palm up, and start going to go investigate the hut. Maybe this time she can steal more of Tio's buttons.
All right. So it sounds like so who's going to the door? I believe it was Zed.
Zed and Opal are going up to the door, but I believe Zed is the one opening the door.
I'm gonna come with you guys.
And Niavara has joined them.
Everybody get into the SWAT formation of everybody standing next to the door.
Stack up.
Opal has
FBI,
the
open up.
flash. Yes, exactly. Okay, now Kozak, you get either to the right of Zed or the left of Opal, and Belgian, you do the same thing.
Kozik's AFK.
No. Also, sister, you dare let Abby wander the house.
Yeah,
She's going to
Gavin,
bully Brody off of the bed.
what do I have? What do you have that I don't? The door.
Brody. Yeah. I have about like 60 pounds of weight holding the door closed because my leg doesn't work. It does not stop her
I
thickness
know.
from getting inside.
So you have a door and I don't. So like
One
if she
second.
decides to leave my room, what am I supposed to do?
Block it with boxes like you've done in the past.
She will literally kill herself getting out.
Abby, do not sit at my door. Get out.
Do they hate each other this much? These two
No.
dogs?
Hate
You
each
can't even
They
have
love each
them
other.
together.
They just one of them is a little shit who gets too defensive over her things.
And they get into fights about it.
They've gotten into one fight.
Fight about it.
Adam's of a bully.
Well, I think that's why you're keeping them away.
We're not keeping them away from each other. It's specifically when they're sleepy and getting irritated. Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
She literally bullied him out of the room. Certified dog moment.
Yes, thank you for that commercial break.
Sorry.
So, what you doing?
Zed's gonna mage hand and try and open the door.
Well, try to open the door.
Can't use your regular hand.
Well, I'm not trying to set off any traps.
Oh, good idea, damn it. You're so much smarter than I.
So you go to open the
So,
door,
yeah.
and inside you have a spitting memory of Tio Moonblade's inner workings. And amongst these things, let's see. So Zed, I think Veldrin. Yeah, Zed, Veldrin, Nia, and Neovar can give me perception checks. Excellent. You all see. So, you remember that little orb that you guys acquired way back when? You see it in here. Just like where you last remember her putting it.
Zed's going
Yes.
to take a step inside.
And
And
at that moment,
Hmm?
you see that that eyeball thing that's been on the edge of your vision this whole time makes itself abundantly visible. And it just appears in the middle of this room, and it stares at you, and it's just like, you know, like the eyeball still with like the nerves attached to the back.
Mhm.
But then there's a cackle. There's laughter. Very maniacal in nature. And you see it's coming from this eye. But as you look closer and just kind of watch it for a moment, you realize like when the eyelids close, they're not eyelids. The eyelashes turn into gnashing teeth. The eye itself splits open in half, just almost forming this half, like the eye being cut in half, but just jagged teeth, like right down the middle. Why, thank you. I've been searching for this for so long. And it turns towards where the orb is, away from you, as if not really concerned.
Zed's going to, without saying anything, and I want to make sure that this is actually possible. Okay, he's going to have to say something, I guess. But he's going to cast the Mage Hand Ledger Domain. So it'll be invisible, and he's going to send that to go grab the orb. In attempt to retrieve it before this eyeball can do anything. Also,
give me a, let's see, give me an initiative, but just you, because it's just determining.
okay, yeah. And then, is this? You said this eyeball's in the middle of the room. Is it within melee?
Close enough.
Okay. I said no combat tracker. You want me to just do D20 plus 3?
Yeah. $20. All right. So your hand reaches out and grabs the orb. But it
Reaches
is
out of
in that
nowhere?
exact same moment,
It's a
That-
mage hand.
yeah,
Oh.
that this this just mouth basically is doing it is grabbing it at the same time, just like moving to eat the orb.
Mhm. So that's Mage Hand is a cantrip, but it's technically an action if we're going off of like not combat but initiative. Would that mean that I wouldn't have an action to be able to try and attack this thing?
Correct.
Okay.
Niavara
But this
would
is you.
in fact
This is you doing it in the
launch-
spur of the moment too.
Yeah, for sure. What was that?
Ne-
Sorry.
Niavara is far angrier, and like obviously, I don't remember the orb's importance. I don't think Niavara would either. But you know, when she sees a big evil motherfucker, and you know what? She has knives, and she's going to launch herself at the damn thing, like tackle it.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Heck would tackling be
At the mouth? At the mouth that's just sticking out
at
of
the
nowhere, or
big
the
eyeball?
Athletics.
Okay.
Could it be? Could I make an argument for acrobatics?
Dexterity
'Cause it's
based.
our acrobatic stunts, including dives, rolls, somersaults, and flips. I would argue that a lunge is a dive.
Lunging at it and grappling it, my counterpoint would be you're also trying to tackle it. But you could lunge at it, you'll bump into it, but actually trying to hold it down would be athletics based.
The evil option is to make you do both.
Come on, let her get dexterous.
Dexterous, lunge at it with a knife. So lunge plus knife.
Oh, so you're stabbing it, not trying to tackle it.
I mean, like more. You understand the general view of what I'm trying to say. She's got knives in both hands. She's lunging at it with knife at it to attack.
Also an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she meant by it.
Let's go.
So
Very
give me some
nice.
damage.
It's not very high. Because it's just a dagger.
You didn't roll crit though.
Oh, true. I didn't have an option to roll crit. Oh,
Really?
wait, I did. Wow.
So you lunge at it with daggers out and stab the back of the eyeball.
Is there any sort of roll that she could do to like try and, keep it? That's still gonna be athletics. Which is also her action.
Yep. So as you deal damage to it, the one eye splits into two more eyes,
What?
and then two more,
Dang it.
and then two more.
Not again.
Are they getting smaller as they're separating?
No.
Clear the
And
room. Have
they
a-
are simultaneously slowly turning towards you guys in unison. However, the focus of the irises of the eyes is wildly and all over the place. So imagine just this huge wall of eyes looking in your direction, but not any two of them are looking in the exact same direction at the same moment. They're just kind of darting everywhere. Defiance.
Oh, it's too horrific.
What did you say?
Someone blast it with a thunder wave.
Clear the room.
As part of that action, I just because I'm curious. As part of that action with the mage hand, could I have not only grabbed it, but brought it back to me?
Palmdale, come back to me. Sure.
So Zed'll he'll send the mage hand out, and as I'm sure like Neovaro's barreling in to stab this eye, um, I'm picturing like she pulls her daggers back and just kind of standing there ready, and then bunch of eyes pop up and slowly turn, and as they're turning, my invisible mage hand with this orb just kind of scoots past them, and Zed'll just open up his coat, and the mage hand will just kind of disappear inside inside to one of his coat pockets with the orb. So he's basically got it in a pocket.
And when the eye says defiance, Neovara's like,
Also, give me a Constitution save. Sorry, continue.
Zed?
Yep. So-
Neovar will tell the damn thing when it calls her defiant. Yeah, I don't know what else to be honest here. Go fuck yourself.
So on an 11, your chest feels very tight. Almost that same level as before when you just kind of started to feel like suffocation. But this time it just feels like there's something else with it, like a sharp stabbing pain. I would make it akin to the equivalent of a kidney stone.
Oh.
Nice.
So yeah, Zed probably verbally, like and he'll drop down to like maybe not down to a knee, but he just kind of has both hands on his knees, and he's just hunched over, and then he'll bring one hand just kind of to his midsection to his torso, and you just see him. He's like physically in pain.
Defiance. And then the voice becomes 2 voices, and then 3 voices, and then several voices. And they all begin to change pitch and tone. They start sounding more like individual people. Like a crowd is now judging you based on their tone.
Go fuck yourselves. Sorry, grab Zedrin.
Right.
And as
She's
you
gonna
reach
back
in
up.
and
Wait, I
grab,
got lost. How do I get him? Oh shit. I'm
well,
underneath him. How do,
it's a
how do I
little
get out?
more theater of the mind now. So you like reach in and you grab Zed, and as you're starting to make your, pull him out, you see every single one of these eyes part down the center, almost like a perfect cut. But then where that perfect line is becomes jagged, sharp, and the entire, like, almost like imagine Pac-Man, but if he had like gnashing teeth, and every single one of these eyes does that. And for those of you who ever played
Yikes.
Terraria, imagine the eye boss. Just to kind of help with the visuals in case it's not clear.
Oh, disgusting.
Yikes.
Keeper take you souls.
What are these bloody things?
Probably the psionic bastards we keep feeling.
He's fucking with us.
But like I said, let's back up. Grab Zedrin. we're going to back the fuck up. And also, man, I wish we had fireball. Wait,
There you go.
Zed,
That
could you
gives
move?
you a
'Cause I
little
can't mute. Oh, okay.
bit of
Wait,
a
let me find it.
image. That
Oh,
kind of
wow.
kind of shows you what it looks like.
That's a
The
good
Eye of
image.
Cthulhu. Sorry. But yeah, that's horrifying. But I'm going to have Opal roll Arcana because something that Arcana can do is help her recall knowledge about, you know, spells, magic items, eldritch symbols, magical traditions, the planes of existence, and the inhabitants of those very planes. I want to figure out what these things are.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you get.
23.
23.
Nice.
Well, whatever this thing is, it is not from here, but also you could ascertain that what this entity is definitely, I guess the best way to explain it, is from the realms beyond the stars, the darkness that where no god ever treads, the edges basically of the void. And much like your previous friendo that you've come across, Mr. Tentacle Face, this one is different. This must be the eyes, whereas the tentacles must be the body.
Okay, so everybody, I have horrible information. You know those tentacles, how they keep appearing, how they're
Yeah.
horrible little disgusting things.
Yeah.
You know how those are the body, or are a part of a body. These things are the eyes to that body.
Ugh.
What?
Then the mouth.
As soon as Opal says that, so if I got dragged to where I'm standing, I'm not in melee range anymore, right?
Correct.
Zed's just gonna. He's still kind of like hunched over. I assume Sorry just kind of grabbed the back of his coat, pulled him
Yeah.
back a couple steps. So he's got his left hand just right in the center of his chest, kind of, and his right hand's on his knee, and he's gonna, as soon as Opal says that, he's just gonna look up and he's gonna cast a firebolt at one of these eyes.
Oh.
Roll me a D. I mean, it makes sense considering.
It does, yeah.
Let's see. Roll me a D100. 4. Okay. So you go to cast your firebolt, and it just kind of blows up in your face. Probably from like you go to do the the verbal aspect of it, and it's just the pain has just made it
Mm-hmm.
just impossible to put the proper rituals, as it were, into effect.
Yeah, just get like halfway through it and it's already formed in my hand, but I just don't have enough. I'm not able to finish the spell, so I don't actually send it. It just poops right there.
But none of the eyes go to attack. They're watching, laughing, speaking, defiance, 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 defiance.
The
Opal?
tentacles.
Actually, sorry, you know what this would be a great time for?
Tell me.
A big ol' fireball.
All right.
Right, but that's only. I mean, didn't he say the tentacles were appendages of this body, and the
Yeah.
eyes are the eyes of the body?
It sounds like
So,
we don't wanted to get that stupid fucking little, orb, whatever the Zedran
but
has.
if we blow it up, oh, Zedran's got it. Okay, I missed that part. Zed has it. Okay,
Yeah, Zed has the orb.
it's only going to stop it for this time and place, though.
Yeah.
Wait. What if this is
But
the thing,
also,
though?
when you hit it with the
What if
knife,
this is the what?
it made a million of them when you hit it with the knife. So, like, what if the fireball makes like a zillion of them?
Yeah, so Kozik, did something with the mushroom that was like important there, and then there was laughter, and we all got chucked here. What if the orb is the thing that we needed to find?
Oh, to go to the next place.
Right.
They want it for sure.
So Zed's gonna reach into his pocket that the mage hand put it in. He's gonna grab it, and I'm sure at this point Zed's probably like after the firebolt kind of popped on him, he's probably sitting back. So he'll reach in, he'll grab the orb out, and he's just gonna hold it like clenched hand, but he's just gonna hold it up, probably toward either the closest person, so Veldrin, Inanna, I don't know. I should we destroy it or have Kozik do his thing again?
So you go to touch it again. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
All right.
This time with disadvantage because you failed the first one. 14. That was almost a natural 20.
Yeah.
Almost.
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 I haven't been taking damage from any of this, right?
Nope.
Like, okay.
15 would not be enough. So you hold this orb out as you want somebody to take it. And at this point, you just start to keel over, like just completely unable to move as the pain just intensifies. It's like somebody is dragging like a knife or a dagger through your like torso right now. But there's no signs of a wound or blood.
You see, like Zed starts struggling again and like kind of squirming. He's almost like not even making noise at this point. It's just like his face is all tense, and you can see his colors kind of changing, and he's just reaching out, and he can just mutter, "Take it."
Zed, drop that thing. Drop it now.
Niavara will snatch it from him. Oink.
With what though? You don't want
Her
to touch
hand.
it, right?
Oh, she wants to touch it just fine.
Okay.
When have you, in your mind, picture, sorry. When has Sari ever been afraid of being hurt?
Well,
Right.
just about never.
Exactly. She will yoink the orb.
All right. So in Niavara's situation, yours would be a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Indeedles.
Come on, girl.
You got
You
this.
you are so smart and wise, Niavara.
That's right, baby. You got this.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right. So the word defiance just fills your ears, fills your thoughts. Almost like a cloud of words distracting and gnawing at the the edges of all of your senses. Very distracting. But you managed to resist. And let's see. Yeah, we'll roll with this. And essentially, the coin that you were rolling in your hands and that wound on your palm feels like the cut was made just a little bit deeper. And perhaps that was the blessing upon you, the answer. Or perhaps you just grabbed a dirty ass orb with bare hands.
My God will keep my blood, and then Niavara is going to, whole house full of weird things. Shit, guys. You know what? We don't have to stand around. Fuck it.
Oh,
What the heck?
And
Does
you are all
Niavara
back.
still have the orb?
Currently, yes.
Where are we?
Are back.
This is
Oh, where are you at? You're here. What? Lighting's getting weird. It's because I switched scene.
Where
Okay.
are we?
this is
Oh,
the
wrong button.
inn. The
So I'm trying to
basement.
fix my shadows here.
Back
That's
in
the
the building.
okay. Is this upstairs or is this the basement of the
Yeah.
building?
This is the upstairs. This like corner area is the staircase, basically.
Okay. Shit.
oh,
Are we
so-
really here, or is this another psionic madness?
I don't know. Is there hail? Can Niavara still hear hail?
Still here, who?
hail.
Hail.
It was
hail.
hailing out there.
That's a good question. Somebody roll me a d20.
I am giving this to somebody else.
I'll roll it. Oh.
You do not hear hail.
You know what, everyone? I think that I am done with my creepy adventure through nowhere. I think we should get the fuck out of Dodge as quickly as possible. Fuck all this shit.
I agree. I want to get off of Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Niavara is going to make a beeline for the fucking door. Let's go, everyone. Chop chop.
Yeah, I'm out.
Zed's
That
gonna
sounds
run
good to
toward
me.
the bar. Is that bottle still there?
Is that guy meant to be there?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Hi there.
Looky who's right in front of the door.
Who is that?
It's the thing that we've been fighting. It was the thing that we fought last session, the psionic horror.
You.
Niavara
Oh.
isn't even going to wait. She is going to open with a guiding bolt on the damn thing.
All right, give
I
me an
mean-
attack roll.
I've been considering the last time we talked to this thing, Niavara, it didn't try to attack us until you got too close.
Yeah, it's in our way out. Niavara wants it to go away.
Nice.
Now.
All right, that would hit. So you
Kill
run out
it
here and you're just sort of
now.
in a frantic panic, just trying to
Let's
rush
go,
out the
let's
door.
go, let's go, let's go. Yep.
It's all fun and games until we wake up back in this fucking place.
Ooh, it's gone.
I mean, you don't see it. Yes, you
Niavara, remember
Definitely seem to
that,
hit it.
that thing can turn invisible.
Zedrin.
Well, Kozak just, Zed, get away from the bar.
He's looking for this bottle. Is it still there?
Nope. And you realize that the walls
Hey, come on!
themselves start turning red. And they start looking real goopy. The
Zedrin.
bottles start to melt away.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Okay,
The
He's gonna
fine.
run-
chandeliers
he's gonna
start
run
to
over this
form
table.
tendrils that start to dangle down.
Veldrin.
Oh yeah, we fireball now.
Veldrin. Let's go.
If you don't leave, I will thunderwave you at it. Simple.
Do not even Thunderwave. We just start running, everyone.
Yeah, let's leave. This place is unpleasant.
Sorry, the people of Mai's. You are dead and I am not.
It is the duty of the living to keep on living.
I cannot help that.
Defiance. Defiance.
Correct. Bye. Sorry that you guys are sheep.
We defy this place. What the
Turns
hell is
out,
that thing?
not a lot
That
of
was what we
people.
thought.
Oh, that's the
Mai's.
shambling thing.
Yeah. Mai's like fucking misers. Fucking misery.
It's a panicked retreat.
Alright, didn't we come across this place because we were trying
Yep.
to head to that other
Yep.
And
place?
The
Zed,
library.
feel free to give me a insight check, my good sir.
Oh, we're not out of the fuck hole, are we?
With the 13. You don't sense anything is chasing you.
Oh.
Okay.
So he's gonna
With a 13.
like we're outside, so you know. And all this has been weird, so it's not like Zed's not following, but he just kind of slows up. He's not again like
mean,
he
he's
doesn't
still in a
think
lot
we're
of
being
pain.
chased. So yeah, he's kind of we ran out from the immediate danger, and he's like, okay, we're outside now. It's not hailing. So he's still he's got like he's still kind of clutching his chest and slows up his pace to maybe like a brisk walk. So he's probably trailing behind just a little bit, but
And you can also give me a perception check, sir. Because it's you and only you. A 20. Amidst the cacophony of voices, a couple stand out, but not necessarily as ones you recognize, but mostly what they're saying. We have the location. The other half. Our suit. As you make your way away from here,
kind of shakes his head a little bit, and I guess with the one hand that's not clutching his chest, he's kind of like he like rubs on one of his ears, like you know.
So okay, I will be so real. I will be so honest. I completely forgot the significance of this stupid fucking orb, and she takes it out of her pocket, like out of her hand. Like to show it off.
Didn't that thing say that's what he was looking for?
Yes. I don't know what it is.
Well, we best not let it out of our sight.
and actually,
Nevar.
since you're looking at the orb, Nevar, give me a perception check and an arcana.
Ponder
Okay.
the orb.
Under the orb. It's Sauron. Or Saruman, sorry.
Oh, right.
Nice.
With the
Nevarra.
Palantir,
Perception.
holding the Palantir in his hand.
Arcana.
So on a 26, You could swear in this orb you see the, I guess, the image of Miss Moonblade's hovel. And you also could swear that you don't like see her there, but you definitely see a dark shadow being cast within her household, as if something is emerging. And then inside, since you're peering so deeply into this, you see a couple of kobolds, and they are freaking the fuck out. And imagine like this is just sort of like a slightly hovered view, almost like if you were, say, in the exact same position that the orb that you have taken was in. And
Oh
with
God.
that arcana, you get the feeling. Actually, I think so you wouldn't know that with the arcana. You know what? Give me an insight. You're kind of on a roll.
No, I'm not apparently.
If
The
only
roll
you
I'm on
had an
is lower.
inspiration.
Oh yeah, inspo.
Oh wait, wouldn't I have gotten that for the? Do I get inspiration for the recap that I did
Yes,
earlier?
yes, you do. You did. So re-roll, mama.
Watch it be lower. I
Nope.
shouldn't say that. It's gonna be
It's gonna be
higher.
higher. It's gonna be higher. It's gonna be higher.
It was in fact higher.
It was, in fact, higher. And with a 15, you get this sinking feeling in your gut that somehow this thing is now invading Tio's household. Effectively, you have provided whatever this thing is an exact location of something it's after or someone.
Oh. Well,
And with
that's
that,
why it said we have the location. Mm-hmm.
the end of session.
Oh
Oh,
man,
evil.
we are dealing with something so intense.
Oh
Nice
man.
First
job.
we get the body, and then we have to deal with the eyes. Why did it have to be eyes with mouths? Horrifying
Dang.
eldritch beings from beyond even the gods. Horrific.
Mouthy eyes.
The Eye of Cthulhu.
The abyssal.
I can
This
hear the
thing is
terrarium
like,
above.
I mean, it's the shambling mouths and it's the eyes and it's the, like, we're getting closer to the source of this shit. But now it like,
It got
did it
something it wanted.
did it get like the information about Tio? Like it was able to invade Tio's because it was able to look inside your guys' minds about Tio's place? Like,
I
is it
think we
getting?
I think we stumbled right into its what it wanted. It was putting us into places from from our memories that would have been useful for it. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, I kind of am of the same impression that, you know, these were locations that we had come across uh tears in the plane, I guess metaphorically, where these sort of tentacles had reached through. Um and yeah, it seemed like, I guess it was going through our memories to try and find a place that was
Mhm.
applicable to uh try and enter again.
It was searching for something that it knew that we had come across. And we were dragging it around, basically, is my theory.
Right, because it's been on. I mean, it's been with us for like forever. Like what? Just waiting for us to
I
come
bet you it
across the
couldn't
things
get
it wants.
into Tio's house like with normal scrying techniques, and it needed us to show us it the way.
Man, this is a cool. This is cool.
You know what else
This
is cool?
what?
Congratulations on leveling up.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
level 7!
No way!
Let's go.
How'd that happen?
Uh,
Wow.
Milestones.
yeah. Cubed does it the cool way of milestone XP.
Milestones. What do you mean milestones?
So the difference between milestone leveling and XP leveling is XP leveling encourages you, in most situations, to absolutely murder everything.
Okay.
Whereas
you get
with
okay.
milestone,
Oops,
you
sorry.
you
there.
can more
I was
gradually pace out your adventure
face
and
first in my
keep your
notes.
players power level at a level you want it at until you think that they deserve or need the level up.
Cool.
I feel like we've been level 6 like for most of this campaign.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
That's
been a bit.
almost always how it feels, to be honest.
I started out as level 5 and then
Yeah,
not
we
too
started out
much
as 5.
longer. Not too much longer into that, I believe. Really soon after Sorry joined, we became level 6, but it's been months.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
just
because
it.
I just joined a week or two after you did. And then yeah, it was only a few months that we were level 5 until we were 6. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
The
Well, I
idea
will
that
say-
you have left with new knowledge and information and strength.
Yeah, I think that this makes a lot of sense.
So that number will automatically go up, and then if there are things that change in our class, will they like show up in our our spells or our features or whatever?
Yeah, so it's like if you earn a feat, uh, so
I'm gonna snooze
going
those
to
ads.
level 6, I ended.
So, with that, that was freaking fun. Hell yeah, brother. Turn that down. And essentially, we're probably going to be spending time getting them leveled up for next week. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of the eldritch horror side of things, because there's definitely some eldritch horror shit going on. So that's been freaking fun to write for. Yeah, give me a minute. So yeah, we do this every week, every Tuesday, 7:40 Pacific. For those of you on the Ubles Tubles, we do this, like I said, every week, but we do it over on Twitch. Twitch TV/Cube222. Yeah. With that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'll be back at it tomorrow. I say we will be back at it tomorrow. That's the second campaign I run, different group. I think we'll have everybody tomorrow plus our guest star. That's gonna be at 5:30 Pacific is the plan. And yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We probably could have gone like a few more minutes, but this was like the best stopping point, I feel. Because I had more, but it's like this is a really good spot. So to that point, I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. And well, we'll take a look, see at what we do tomorrow. But until then, hope you have a wonderful evening or morning or the in between. And until next time, fare thee well.